What's my name? Say yes, come on. Oh yes, I'm here for Foolery Friday one more time. Oh yes, sit back, relax, unwind. What's my name? Come on. Oh yes, I'm here for Foolery Friday one more time. Oh yeah, sit back, relax, unwind. Woo! Almost lost my breath right there, y'all. Ha! Let's get into it. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Sass here. I'm here for another Foolery Friday. Yeah! I'm back at it, back again. Guess who's back? Hey, back again. Oh yes, Sass is back. Oh, tell a friend. Oh yes, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Da 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 da. Ew, na 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 na. I'm feeling good today. Yes, I had a good week. All right. Had some training for work yesterday, so I got back here. It was a long day, child. Took me a nap. Then I had to get up, get this hair did, because honey, it was getting real crunchy around the edges. It was getting me snap, crackle, and the pop. I got a few things to talk about this week. I hope y'all's week went very, very well. Okay? So let's get into the foolery. First, let's talk about Nicki Minaj. Now, of course, vaccinations. Should you get vaccinated? Should you not get vaccinated? Well, Nicki done got herself caught up in some vaccination drama, child. Apparently, someone asked her about why she was not at the Met Gala. I guess that's how this started. So she tweeted, "They want you to get vaccinated for the Met. If I get vaccinated, it won't for the Met. It will be once I feel I've done enough research. I'm working on that now. In the meantime, my loves, be safe. Wear the mask with 2 strings that grips your head and face, not the loose one." So that was her little comment. And I was like, all right, okay. But then she tweeted this out. Now, when this tweet came out and I seen it, I thought it was a troll tweet. I was like, there is no way this is real. No way. And Nicki tweeted this out. My cousin in Trinidad. When I read that, I knew it was over. What did I say about y'all's cousins? Get your cousins. I said that this ain't gonna be good. This is not gonna be good at all. When I read my cousin, I said OVA. Over. My cousin in Trinidad won't get the vaccine because his friend got it and became impotent. I said, what is the sci-fi going on here? He became impotent. So I said, something don't sound right. So I kept on reading. His testicles became swollen. So you mean to tell me he's batting 0 for 2? He became impotent and his testicles became swollen? His friend has weeks away from getting married. Is that right? So let me get this straight. He became impotent and his balls became swollen weeks before he got married. Now the girl called off the wedding. She did. So just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision and not bullied. First of all, I got a problem with this. I smell lies. Not on Nicki, but my cousin in Trinidad won't get the vaccine because his friend. First of all, Nicki, I'm going to need for you to tap your cousin on the shoulder because your cousin need better friends. And why would your cousin even believe this story? Nicki, I hope you don't believe the swollen ball story that came from getting the vaccine. His balls, your cousin's friend's balls are swollen. Had nothing to do with the Pfizer, the Moderna, or Johnson & Johnson. It had to do with him sticking his penis in a rotten coochie. See, let's just call it what it is. We grow. See, his balls are swelled up because of the infection. Probably from gonorrhea, chlamydia, or whatever you want to call it. STD. Okay, that's why his balls are swollen. And that's why his homegirl, his fiance, called off the wedding. Because 9 times out of 10, she found out that he was what, y'all? When I think about cheating, I get the swollen testicles. Then I have to make up a lie. So I blame the vaccine. Yes. See, that's what your friend did. Your cousin's friend. Honey, that had nothing to do with getting the vaccine, child. In fact, doctors, I mean, it was so many doctors that done came out and said, now just pump your brakes. We have not found anything medically to prove that getting the vaccine, any vaccine, is going to cause your testicles to swell or become impotent. There is no proof of that. Which means that the doctor said that your cousin's friend is a whole lie. So this is what we'll need for you to do, Nicki. Get in contact with your cousin so he can tell his friend to go ahead and get some antibiotics. And to go down there to good old Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, or wherever, and get him a pack of $4.99 condoms. They $4.99. Y'all just out here swinging, dingling, stick your thing in some rotten cooch with no condom. Just doing it wrong. So after this goes out, of course it goes viral, it blows up, everybody's talking about it. This one says, see, I told you not to get the vaccine. This one is saying, sounds like a whole mess. Nicki don't know what she's talking about. She's anti-vax. Joy Reid, she gets involved in the conversation. And she says, listen, I'm a Nicki Minaj fan. I really am. But Nicki is out here telling her followers, misinformation. She is out here telling her followers not to get the vaccination. So her and Nicki goes back and forth. Now while they're going back and forth, guess who sticks his nose in it? Because of course it's two black women having a disagreement. And honey, his balls got hard. Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan done butt his nose in it. It got nothing to do with him. And so he sticks his nose in it. And guess what happens? Nicki had to crack his face. Nicki done cracked Piers Morgan's face, which I'm glad about. Piers, now listen, I know that you had a crush on Meghan Markle. I know that you asked Meghan Markle out. And she said no. In fact, she said not today, not tomorrow, not ever. And ever since you got turned down by this beautiful black woman, you have been obsessed with her. See, it hurt your ego, it hurt your pride. You really think that Meghan Markle's going to go out with you? Confidence, I guess. And ever since then, everything that have to do with Meghan Markle, he gonna talk about. Meghan Markle could be sitting outside on the park bench eating Lay's potato chips, woman that intimidates this man. He even went after Candace Owens. Candace Owens, and y'all know I'm not a fan of Candace Owens. She had to crack his face. When are you gonna learn, Pierce? When? So Joy and Nicki, they're going back and forth, saying some nasty things to each other. So Nicki went on for 2 days tweeting about the darn vaccination. She says that eventually she will get a vaccination because she wants to go on tour. So eventually she will get it. She says a lot of countries won't let people work without the vaccine. I definitely recommend they get the vaccine. They have to feed their families. I'm sure I'll be vaccinated as well because I have to go on tour. So she said that she's not gonna get the vaccine. She's not vaccine, but she says that yes, she wants to do a little bit more research. But I think what really got people riled up is, one, she said that about the vaccination. You know, everybody's in their feelings about the vax. And her cousin's friend. I said, oh Lord, this is my stance on the vaccination. I don't talk about the vaccination on my channel, okay? I talked about it one time, maybe twice. Y'all didn't even know that I got vaccinated. I got vaccinated back in, it was in March. February, March, late February, early March is when I got vaccinated. I got vaccinated because I wanted to get vaccinated. Because I read up on the vaccination. I did my research. And I made the decision to get vaccinated. I got the Pfizer. Okay, it did not affect me any way. Okay, I got the shot. I had a little soreness on my arm, and that's it. That is it. I'm not going to tell you to go get vaccinated or not to get vaccinated, and they're putting chips in you and all this silliness. Y'all are adults and you are grown. Y'all make decisions every day, and this is a decision that you have to make. I can't sway you anyway. I'm not going to get up here and say, you need to get vaccinated because we want to go out and party, and people are doing that anyway. Even before the vaccination, people were still having parties, people were still going on vacations. Meanwhile, people were still dying. I made a decision because I wanted to get vaccinated. Okay. Do I still wear my mask? I sure do. When I go get my hair done, I wear my mask. When I go into restaurants, I wear my mask. When I go into stores, I still wear my mask because I don't feel comfortable yet, going, somewhere without it. So, y'all make y'all's decision. You make your own decision, okay? I can't change your mind. There are people who are adamant. They said, I will not get vaccinated. Fine. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm not here to change your mind. We're here on Foolery Friday to have a good old time. See, that's what we do here over here in these parts. And that's that on that. Now let's move on. Where would I be without you, baby? So if you need me, if you want me to put it on you, come on. Listen! Did y'all watch the Verzuz? Listen, okay? I was hesitant between Ja Rule and Fat Joe. I was like, I'm just going to watch a little bit of it. I wasn't really feeling it. Boy, when I tell you I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed the Verzuz, honey. I had me a good old time. A good time. And I was like, listen, my favorite Ja Rule song is Put It On Me. With Vita and Lil Mo. Y'all, I wore that song out. Y'all, when I tell you, with Vita, when she had her little, when she was rapping, and she had the little swoop. She had the swoop. She had the bob, had them sunglasses. Listen. She killed it. So that's all I wanted to hear. Yes, it was great to see Ashanti perform. Ashanti looks great, but I wanted to see Vita and Lil Mo. And boy, when they came out, it was over. Y'all, I was screaming. I was dancing. I was like, yeah, put it on me, baby. You know it's you and I. You and me. You know that my heart don't cry if you need me lonely. Oh, honey. You're my homie. Who's gonna love me? My love. My love, because I knows. Honey, I enjoyed myself. I thought Fat Joe did great. I know some people didn't, but I enjoyed the banter between Fat Joe and Ja Rule. They were going at each other. I mean at each other. They were having digs at each other, but of course, Fat Joe, he took it a little too far when he called, Vita and Lil Mo dusty beads. And I was like, now you didn't have to say that. First of all, they're not dusty. They look great. And they're not beads. So, of course, he took it a little too far with that. Remy Ma came out. Remy Ma looked great. She killed it. Her and Fat Joe killed it. But I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I loved everything about it. Yes, Fat Joe was disrespectful. He shouldn't have said that about them. But he apologized, okay? He apologized and he said, no, they are not dusty bees. And, he apologized for that. So, all in all, I enjoyed myself. Did y'all watch the Verzuz? Honey, I sure enough did. Now, I didn't watch all of it because, honey, I was like, okay, I just take bits and pieces. But, honey, when I tell you Fat Joe needed him a break. Honey, Fat Joe was sweating. Honey, he needed some oxygen. I was like, child, go somewhere and said, get him some water. He was breathing all hard. I was like, whoo, child. I was like, do y'all have a respiratory therapist on standby? Lord, I hope he don't fall out. But, honey, anyway, if y'all did watch the Verzuz, let's talk about it because I enjoyed myself. I had a good old time with it. Let's move on. Now, I'm just going to talk about this a little bit. I watched some of the VMAs, but not all of them. I definitely watched, what's that little Haley? Chloe Haley? Is that her name or Chloe Bailey? Whichever one, honey. When I tell you that little girl can sing and she can dance, I enjoyed her performance. Her song, it's okay. I just feel like I'm a little too old to be listening to her. Y'all know some of these younger artists, and I'm like, I just feel like I'm a little too old to be listening to Chloe. The song is cute. She's definitely talented, and I enjoyed the performance. Again, Lil Nas X. I just feel like I'm a little too old to be looking at Lil Nas X. But Lil Nas X is a marketing genius. He's just out there gyrating, rolling around on the ground, all greasy. He kissing this one. He's humping this one, child. He up there pregnant. Honey, he done gave birth to his new album, and people love it. He is a marketing genius. Now, do I care for his music? No. I do not care for Lil Nas X's music, but he ain't in my demographic. I'm thinking that he's more for the youngins, okay? So, whatever or whoever is behind Lil Nas X, y'all keep doing what you're doing because, honey, you are making this boy very rich and very successful. and Normandy's. Is her name Normandy or Normandy? Let's talk about her performance, Normandy's performance. She paid homage to the queen herself, Miss Janet. And honey, Tiana Taylor was on a cross, and honey, Normandy was all up on her, gyrating on her, grooving and moving on her. She done put her whole coochie all up in her face. I was like, okay. Y'all, stuff like that don't bother me. You know, some people get all up in arms about stuff like that. How dare you? How dare you grind on another woman? Or how dare you grind on another man? I have always paid that dust. It don't faze me one bit. It don't bother me. Not one bit. Tiana Taylor is a beautiful woman. Normandy is a beautiful woman. Well, young girl. I guess they're both young girls, aren't they? And it was a great performance. Shock value. That's why they did it. They even showed a picture afterwards of both of them just killing themselves laughing. They were laughing because they were having a good time. Now, I don't even know Normandy's music like that. Okay, I don't really listen to her. Yeah, I don't really listen to the younger generation, the Normandys, the Chloes, the Doja Cats. I mean, I don't really know their music, so, child, I just don't get all bent out of shape over stuff like that. I look at it and I move on. That's what I do. Did y'all watch it? Child, let me know down below. Let's talk about this Met Gala. Of course, the Met Gala is all for the unique fashions, the avant-garde, you know, the crazy outfits, the crazy hair, the crazy makeup, and some serve their purpose. I don't know why Kim K, she has to do the most. Y'all, what is going on? Y'all, the memes had me in tears. Y'all know she hot. Just covered up. You couldn't even see her face. People was like, is that really Kim K? I'm like, girl, don't trip and fall. How are you seeing? Her sister, Kendall, she looked beautiful. Kendall looked beautiful. That's a beautiful girl. She looked great. I thought that, Jennifer Hudson, I thought she looked good. I think she was doing old Hollywood. Some people didn't like Serena Williams. I thought Serena Williams looked good. But some people was like, they didn't like it. I didn't care for Serena Williams' shoes. Honey, it looked like she got those shoes at somebody's good old Marshalls. I said, not the clearance. I was like, no, Serena. I didn't care for them shoes whatsoever. But I liked her overall look. Her makeup was pretty. Her hair was pretty. But who took best dress and overall? The queen herself, Miss Iman. Did y'all see this woman? Iman is what? How old is Iman? Is she 70? Late 60s, early 70s? Or in her 60s? This woman is gorgeous. I mean, the beauty in this woman is just unreal how beautiful Iman is. Iman looked the same. She looked like it's in the 70s. She is stunning. And I'm like, nobody can touch this woman. Nobody. Nobody can touch Iman. This is, oh my God. I was like, how beautiful is she? I mean, she just looked like she just wake up and let me go ahead and put some moisturizer. Do I need to put some moisturizer? I guess. I bet you she don't even need makeup. In fact, I have seen pictures of her without makeup and it's like, you were put together in somebody's lab. Because this woman, I've always thought she was just so beautiful. Anyway, of course Iman got best dressed, and I put some pictures up on my community wall, child. Somebody was dressed as a horse. I don't know who that was. Frank Ocean had a whole green baby. I was like, ugh. But I enjoy me a good little fashion show, child. I love fashion shows. Y'all, I watch fashion shows on YouTube. I do. I watch them all the time. And honey, Savage 50's fashion show is coming up. I will be watching that, child. So, anyway, if y'all watch the music awards and y'all see the fashions in the Met Gala, honey, who was a hot mess? That's what you put down. Who was a hot mess? Let's move on. Y'all, what's going on with Wendy? Now, earlier this week, they said Wendy is dealing with some ongoing health issues and is undergoing further evaluations. She will not be able to complete her promotional activities next week, but can't wait to be back in the purple chair Monday, September 20th for the 13th season premiere. So, I was like, oh Lord, Wendy is sick again. Well, then, they released another statement, and they said while continuing her health evaluations, Wendy has tested positive for a breakthrough case of COVID-19. To allow Wendy time to quarantine and fully recover, and to ensure that our production abides by all COVID protocols, we expect the 13th season of Wendy Williams to be on Monday, October the 4th. So they done changed the date. And then this week we found out that Wendy was hospitalized. Wendy Williams reportedly hospitalized for mental health concerns. Apparently, she was hospitalized for a psychiatric evaluation, according to TMZ. Y'all, what's going on with Wendy? Now, we all talk about Wendy. We know that Wendy ain't been quite right here lately. What's going on with her, y'all? I'm not here to speculate. Y'all pray for Wendy. Y'all pray for Wendy, because something going on with her, child. And child, T.I. and Tiny Harris won't face charges in sexual assault case in Los Angeles. Apparently the charges on this case, I don't know about other cases, but this case has been dropped. It says that it has been over 10 years and the time has passed that, you know, they can be charged with this crime. So I guess that's a positive for T.I. and Tiny. And that's it, y'all. That is it. That's it. I hope this wasn't too long for y'all. Y'all know I like to run my mouth. Y'all know what to do. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And until tomorrow for Life After Lockup, I hope y'all have a fantastic weekend. Be safe. Take care of yourselves. And until next time, y'all,